Robbie Bonham.
I actually like this without the curtain because it feels like I'm on the fucking Jay Leno show. Well, thanks by the way everybody for coming to the Great Comedy Adventures football team night. It is the 27th, isn't it? Bollocks. I better do that all again, okay? I'll reintroduce myself. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause for me! Yeah! Hello! I'm Mark Hamill. It's all gone wrong for me. I'm of that age where all we fucking had when I was a teenager was an inability to get wires off microphone stands. Shit like that. But also, I mean, I came from a time before fucking Star Trek: The Next Generation. I was the old school Star Trek. Now, I learned everything I needed to know about life from Star Trek, which is very unfortunate when you only have Kirk. Do you know what I mean? They teach you a few things about life, and they don't work in real life. Do you know what I mean? I mean, one of the first things you learn watching Star Trek is that if somebody gives you grief, shoot them fucking dead. You're not going to have to answer for anything. Start seeing how far you get in society with that kind of attitude. Do you know what I mean? The other thing I discovered that was wrong about what Star Trek taught was that if you get set upon by a gang of 9 or 10 guys, they're not going to wait one at a time to have a fucking fight. You know what I mean? You see fucking Kirk there all the time. You got surrounded by fucking 10 Klingons or whatever, and you know the whole music starts. You know the whole din 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 din. Right, come on, you Klingon bastard. And only one Klingon will step forward. The other 9 fuckers there going, oh, this is going to be good. I can't wait for my fighting tour. This is when getting into these fights that joining your 2 hands and hitting them on the back of their neck, if anything, makes them angrier. It has no effect on their consciousness whatsoever. A fiction fan that this happens to, where every fucking object you see is a spaceship. Do you know what I mean? You're sitting there with the remote control going, okay, with a pair of scissors, Star Destroyer. There's the fucking Borg ship right there, for fuck's sake. You know, it's especially when you get caught by your boss or your girlfriend or something, and you're there with your phone. Now, I know to use it just looks like a phone going over my head. I mean, to me it looks like this. You know what I mean? It's just a thing with me. This is going well. So, I started shitting it actually when I heard how much stuff Damon Blake had tonight. I went, oh fuck, I haven't done my homework. I feel like that guy in school who thinks he's done great because his project fills 2 whole pages, and then you arrive in the class with a 40-page foolscap copy full of stuff. And that's also a huge part of me screaming right now that, Rob, if you just do your normal non-science fiction related material, you get huge fucking laughs, but that's not what they want you to do tonight, so fuck it. A couple of other things about Star Trek actually, and I will explain all this, by the way, for any non-Trekkies in the room, or else they're more commonly known women. No, I shouldn't use that joke when only one woman said she was a Star Trek fan here. They have this thing in Star Trek called replicators, in the new one. Not like the old one where he actually had chicken dinners on fucking trays. But you see in the new Star Trek they have these things called replicators whereby, you know, it's about the size and shape of a microwave oven, but it produces food and drink out of thin air. You often see the captain using it, you know, tea, Earl Grey, hot, there's a cup of tea. Am I the only one watching this thinking, why is everyone in Star Trek still sober? What the fuck's going on here? And then it hit me, that's why you never see Ireland in Star Trek. Okay? One guy managed to stay away from drink, that was O'Brien, he managed to get off the fucking planet, the rest of them are still locked. Basically Ireland of the 24th century will just be this walled off little island of drunks. Walking around with replicators under their arms. No other possessions whatsoever. Just walking around looking for somewhere to plug the fucker in. Hey boss, can you plug this in here? Nice one. 36 Dutch gold. That's your Ireland of the future. And the holodecks as well. We didn't have holodecks in old Star Trek. My God, no. Again, for anyone that doesn't know, a holodeck is like a small empty room and it can produce holographic characters that you can touch and feel and fiddle with and everything. It's fucking brilliant. You can use them for sexual purposes. They do that in Star Trek. They'll create their perfect woman, have great sex. When they're finished, they just go, end program, she disappears into thin air, they fuck off back to work. Perfect relationship. My only beef with that is, if you've just had sex with a holographic woman, shout end program and she disappears, are you left with a ball of spunk in midair? It's a genuine scientific question. 17 times I've written off the Paramount Studios asking for an answer. They haven't gotten back to me yet, so... Are there any football fans in by any chance? Yeah. Fuck's sake, what are you doing here? There's a good match on somewhere. I wouldn't know. No, because, I used to work in a bar, and I know fucking nothing about football. I know as much about football as me arse knows about snipe shooting. I get people coming up to me all the time, talking to me about the match, and I haven't a fucking clue what they're talking about. But see, that's the thing about football fans. They can't wrap their head around the concept that there might be somebody that's not into football. So they just talk about it. And I know, being a Trekkie, that if you tried to get through society with that fucking attitude, you wouldn't get very far. You can go up to people and say, oh, did you see the Cardassian Dominion War last night? Oh, it was fucking brilliant, it was. I was fucking at the edge of my seat, do you know what I mean? If Ireland are playing an away match, you'll see tricolours sticking out every fucking window around the place. Why? The Ireland team can't see it. They're away playing a match. I know you're trying to support them, but they've no fucking idea. You're just basically telling other people on your street in Ireland that you love Ireland, like it's a fucking surprise to everybody. I'll tell you, do you know what happened? I was riveted for the last 10 episodes of Deep Space Nine, okay? Great shit, but can you imagine what would happen if I tried to hang the fucking United Federation Planets flag out my window? Have kids throwing rocks through it again. It always ends with kids throwing rocks at me, didn't it? Oh, shit, do you know what scares my girlfriend witless? That I can actually identify a spaceship by the sound it makes. She's going flipping through these or shit on my computer, and I just hear a second of that Falcon. That was in episode 3, not episode 1. They changed the sound slightly. Kind of does a fucking head in. But I suppose people hear into the usual shit. Star Trek, Doctor Who, Babylon 5. I don't suppose any Andromeda fans in, is there? I've met another Andromeda fan. Thank you, sir. I'll talk to you after we can catch up. I've got 5 years conversation waiting before I start about Andromeda.